it all started because of my name. People were not happy that my name is Chidimma and I am representing South Africa. So that is where it actually really started. And, you know, people felt like, well, South Africans felt like I wasn't South African enough because of my name. And it was really sad to see. It was a very horrible experience, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody, because I have lived there for 23 years. And it's heartbreaking to see that I wasn't welcomed and accepted. Yeah.
Hello guys, my name is Golden Boy, and today I want to talk about CHIDIMMA. Now before that, I want you to know that Jesus Christ was also abandoned in his hometown, the same way to the prophets in the historical books. Now in this video, it is also the same case which happened in CHIDIMMA, where she was rejected by the South Africans. But there are a lot of conspiracies why they rejected her in South Africa. Now she later on went and started contesting in Nigeria. Now guys, I want you to listen to what both the Nigerians and the South Africans are saying about CHIDIMMA in this video, later after she has won her Miss Universe.
South Africa, aka Pop Nation, how are you guys feeling right now? Mia Leroy, Miss South Africa is out of the competition. This is exactly what happened when a whole nation decides to hate on one person until 5 petition just to kick this person out of the competition. And you guys think this was over. Now Kama has jammed Mia Leroy because of the hate people pour on CHIDIMMA. God always has his own way of punishing people. Now CHIDIMMA is in Mexico. Mia Leroy is going home. Since we're not like you guys, we feel pity for her and we wish her quick recovery. But again, sometimes coming from a nation full of hate always leads to affect you. Life is not always juicy as you think. This is a payback for what you guys did to CHIDIMMA.
She's pulled out from Miss World. She said, I am not going to represent a bunch of Boer slaves. You know, she looks back into the history of France and the Netherlands, and she's like, hold up, I'm supposed to be representing my people, France, viva la France. Why am I representing a bunch of slaves that pick food from wherever the fuck owned by Boers? So she pulled out. Yeah, so after all of the shit y'all pulled, she decided she don't want to represent y'all, and she has gone back to her French people. Of course, she's claiming it's because of health, but really, who the fuck wants to be a representative for Boer slaves? Imagine, like, ew.
Have you guys seen the news coming out of South Africa today? Even the South African SABC News is refusing to show the Miss Universe Mexico 2024. You see, this is the effect of your xenophobic experiences, yeah? You guys have denied yourself the opportunity to even watch the global events, to watch your princess, your queen, CHIDIMMA, perform on a global event. You guys have missed out. This is the lesson you should learn from this, yeah? That next time, before you come at Nigerians, make sure you come prepared. Make sure you come right. Yeah?
Though the South African said she's from South Africa, she was born in South Africa, but she's in Nigeria because she's representing Nigeria now. And I know she tried her best to stay with South Africa. She tried her best to stay with South Africa, but they never welcome her because I don't understand why this division. I don't understand. Even though why she was representing Nigeria at the Miss Universe in Mexico, they're still going after her. They're going after her mom. They want to take back the citizenship.
On what planet does this make sense to anyone? You see, we have a black beauty pageant contestant, yeah? That's the black girl in the picture. She's a bit of all right. They badgered her and they said, you can't represent South Africa. You can't be Miss South Africa because your dad is Nigerian and your mom's from Mozambique. You were born in South Africa, but what way are you South African? You don't have South African blood. They find out she's a South African citizen, but they just keep badgering her. And eventually she says, you know what? Yeah, I've made it to the late stages of this competition, but I'm gonna pull out. And some people said you should pull out, yeah, because you're not really South African, yeah, because we know what South Africans look like. So who do they pick to be the winner of Miss South Africa? They pick a woman with green eyes. Maya LaRue. That's how I pronounce it. Does that name sound to you like it's from the earth, from South Africa, yeah? Reverse racism, perhaps?
The worst thing that could have happened to us as Miss South Africa fans has happened. Mia has withdrawn from the Miss Universe competition. A statement was released at 6 a.m. this morning saying that Mia is no longer competing in the Miss South Africa competition because she has health complications, so on and so forth, and it's been a difficult decision, but she has to pull out of the competition to focus on her health. As much as I understand that, Korinje, like, honestly, this is the worst thing that could have happened, especially because of how political this competition has become. Like, we needed South Africa to do well in this competition, and for this to happen when we had all our hopes in her winning is insane. But I honestly wish her a speedy recovery.
Me, I'm just saying, if it was Dudu from Vilakazi Street, there's no way she would have came home without competing with her black mother there. Like, when row fly seat, you were in a flight, first class. You were flying. If you're sick, why didn't your sickness start there in South Africa? Why is it starting here in Mexico? This is why I realized, like, white people really are different. Because I know if she was a black girl, even with her toes not working, they would have been like, you're walking, Dimakato. Dimakato, we came all the way from South Africa. We are not going to turn around now. We are in Mexico. You want to make people laugh at us in Mexico. You're walking, Dimakato, with your cons. But thank God for white people and gentle parenting. And may she get well soon. There's a part of me that says Chidimma would have not been sick, beloved. And I'm not even making it up. Chidimma's there now. But in the name of all great things, may she get better. May you be fine when I'm in South Africa. Oh. Child, so you're flying back, Vel. Oh, get well soon, Shamliru. We should be sitting there listening to Beyonce going, 16 carriages driving away while I watch them around. What the dreams away. It's been 17 now, baby. Overworked and underpaid. Oh, my cook clean but still won't fold. That's when you know there's a black mother on your what? Your neck.
Yes, I believe that you have watched the video from all these people who have been talking before I talked. Now guys, I want to talk about something here. There are some situations that when you do to someone, you have to really consider. Now when I talk about this, I'm also talking about Chidimma, because she's just a rejected one. Now, have you ever been going to a family where you'll see that every child comes with their own plate? It is also the same way with the stepchildren and the stepsisters and brothers, where you'll find that these are the kind of people who are usually the people who carry out the family. Like, for example, when your mom or your dad came with a child, then they started you have a stepson or a step brother. You'll find that this is a person who usually end up being successful in life. It is similar way with the South Africans and the Nigerians, where you'll find that this Chidimma has already made Nigerians proud. It is also the same way with the Nigerians, where the Chidimma has already carried out a success and makes Nigerians proud. Now, I want to read for you some of the things which a fellow South African who talked about Chidimma, and it goes this way: that you will never silence us. Chidimma has been living in South Africa with a stolen identity. Because of this, a lady spent her whole life stuck without any hope of ever progressing in life. That's a fact. I usually say South Africa is Nigerians' favorite toilet because people always tell us about good, honest, well-mannered, respectful Nigerians, but we have never seen this kind of Nigerians in South Africans. Nigerians must stop doing crimes and then cry victim. We do not care if you go and spread lies about South Africa in the world, because if the world believe your lies, you will not be hosting Miss Universe in 2025. We do not care about other countries. We are happy here at home and just ask that you respect us as a visitor. Chidimma knows how well-intentioned we are as a people, but not once as she spoke in defense of country that groomed her. She cannot speak. Then she goes this way, that she cannot speak respect as Chidimma knows how well-intentioned we are as a people, but not once has she spoken in defense of our country that groomed her. She cannot speak any South African language because Nigerians have convinced themselves that we are inferior to them. We have tolerated Nigerians for 30 years and used every method in the book to make dialogue, but how can you dialogue with a person who sees themselves as a superior to you? So also you have to know that in this situation, even the South Africans are also about to assume the G20 presidency on the first December. That's the level where the South Africans are. Why on earth would anyone cry for Miss Universe first runner-up position? Why? Like, make that make sense. So guys, that's what this person was talking about in this video. So what do you think about this success about Chidimma? Do you think it was because of our favor or because of God's favor? Or is it because of favor from Nigerians? Now I want you to give me a short comment in this video below. See you in another episode. My name is Golden Boy.